Welcome, guys. Welcome, Russell. Welcome, Laura. Thanks for stopping by tonight. So, going to be watching the Charmed pilot. Something Wicca This Way Comes. Great title, I've got to say. And to get you guys in the mood, I'm just going to play you a trailer for Charmed Season 1 before we start the watch tonight.
With that spare room, I think you're right. We do need a roommate.
Hello, Cindy. Welcome.
Pointer on the spirit board. It moved on its own.
Well, did you push it?
No!
You always used to push the pointer.
We're the protectors of the innocent. We're known as the Charmed Ones.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. You've turned me into a witch.
You were born one. We all were.
Phoebe, get out of here now! Oh, tell me this isn't happening!
Just because I protect the innocent doesn't mean I have to be.
The power of 3.
Here.
Where did you get the... Never mind.
Okay, so that should get you in the mood. And I will be putting up some images from the episode tonight as we watch along. So, yeah. How are you, Cindy? Welcome. But we'll wait a few more minutes, see if anybody else shows up for the watch. Have the episode lined up low ready. Just to say, I'm watching on Amazon. No, not really, Cindy. I did catch up a bit, but I still need to catch up another night. I'm not streaming tomorrow, so maybe I'll catch up then. But yeah, I did get a bit of rest, yeah. Yeah, it was a long one. Had no idea it was going to go quite that long, but some great questions from you guys. Plenty of people involved, so it was a lot of fun. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm watching on Amazon, and Amazon have recently added some ad breaks, so there are 2 ad breaks. Yeah, I know. I'll make sure I catch up. So I might be a bit out of step with you guys, but normally you only get like 1 ad at a time, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I think over the last few years, it's partly because of when I worked like a night shift at a hotel for a while. I think from then on, and then because of doing this stuff, I've got in the habit of not really getting that much sleep. Although I do tend to sleep in most days, so I guess that makes up for it a little bit. Possibly, it depends, because if it's only 1 ad at a time, Cindy, it probably doesn't make that much difference. Sometimes they do have 2, though. But yeah, I can shout pause when it comes on. When the ad comes on, but don't worry too much about it. I'm also thinking of watching more Rats at some point, since that's sort of the other, like, I guess, big Shannon Doherty film, which I might watch that next Friday. I've not seen it for a while. I remember it being decent. Maybe not amazing, but decent. Watching on Tubi has ads, yeah. I think most streaming services do now. Pokey Bumfinger is here. Welcome. I do have season. Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, a lot of nostalgia tied to it, Pokey. I think that's one of the things for me as well. Yeah, good to have the Blu-ray. I'm not one who gets fussed about SD, to be honest. I can tolerate it, especially with a show from this time. It doesn't really bother me that much, but I know some people it does. Hey, Camille, welcome to the stream. Russell's got it on DVD, so that's cool. Yeah, just have it lined up ready, guys, and we'll sort of wait another 5 minutes, see if anybody else wants to watch it. Are you gonna watch it, Camille? Take it you probably are. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, this is just me, Pokey. I'm not really an expert on these things. And I think with a show from this time period, I think because it's done on film as well, it sort of looks a bit like cleaner than other things, if you see what I mean, that are SD. But yeah, I know what you mean. Hey, Rachel, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. A stream definitely made for you. Not sure what the quality is. R.I.P. Shannon, yeah. And as I was saying, the weekend it's Heather's, probably her biggest movie role. And then also I'm thinking more Rats. I might do a watch of that next week, which is one of the other big ones. And I do have an idea for a Patreon commentary. I have one in mind for maybe let's say a more trashier Shannon Doherty film, but I'll keep that under my hat for now. Yeah, like I could see myself getting the DVDs at some point, just if it's cheap enough, Pokey. Okay. Yeah, I was just saying earlier, Rachel, I've got ad breaks on mine because I'm watching on Amazon. So I might sort of shout for people to pause when I get to an ad break, although it could get a bit confusing because I know Russell's watching on Tubi and they have ad breaks. So the ad breaks will be in a different point for Russell than they will be for me. And Cindy, if you're watching on the streaming service, you might have ad breaks as well. So We'll see how we go. It might just be best to go with the flow. I know Rachel will have the DVDs. Okay. Well, there will be images throughout the stream, as I said, throughout the episode. So I think in a minute we can make a start on it. So I might shout pause when the ads come up. And if you want to pause it, then pause it. If not, don't worry too much. I think Cindy's going to pause it. Dirt, cheap. I always love that expression. Yeah. Yeah, I can tell you're one of those sort of picture quality freaks, Pokey. And I mean that in a respectful way. I probably will get them one day when this channel makes me rich. Hello, Jason. Welcome. I think you did enough of that last night. Okay. Well, you're in good company then, Pokey, because pretty much everyone here is as well. Well, you should find a genie, Rachel, and use one of the free wishes on getting the Charmed Blu-ray. So that could do it. Okay. I'm going to get the first image on screen, and then I'm going to do a countdown, and we'll start. So, Jason, if you want to watch, line it up. If not, you can just chat. Okay. Okay. So I'll count us down. 3, 2, 1, go. I like a good stormy opening. Always puts you in the mood. Oh, one of those hairless cats. You don't see them that often. That's true, they do, Rachel. Oh, is it? Okay. Does she even mention the name? That's a pretty obscure kit named after Knight Rider, no doubt. Oh, right. I sort of thought this was a one-shot cat. But okay. stabbing you, lady. Yeah, sort of, Camille. Great dress there for Shannon. Looking sharp. Which state is it in? The house? Oh, Russell beat me to it. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, I do miss title sequences like this sometimes. Definitely a charm to them. Excuse the pun. I walked into that. That was totally accidental. Oh, Camille referencing last night. Hey, Helder, welcome to the stream. We've just put it on if you want. The famous Ouija board. Yeah, sadly, Rachel, I've got the generic title music. Do, 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 do. Not the iconic How Soon Is Now. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I guess they don't want to line Morrissey's pockets anymore. Do, do, do. Bum, ba, 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 ba. It's sort of in this opening bit, especially these shots here. The city looks more like something like Seattle, I would say, than California. But I guess it could pass for like San Francisco or somewhere like that. Okay, no problem. No, apparently California. Rachel said California. Well, I know they do, Hader, but don't forget TV shows aren't always shot in the place where the characters are set in. I think it looks more like Seattle, somewhere like that, but a lot of TV shows are shot in Canada, Helder, because the first sort of 5 seasons of the X-Files were all shot in Canada. Bit of a vibe between these two, a cheeky male bonding buddy cop vibe. Daryl's a pretty solid support character. Are you going to watch with us, Helder? We're on like 7:05. Up to you. Yeah, they're setting that up. Okay, she's got it on. Setting that up for later, Cindy. When you see the jumper that guy's wearing later, it should have been a massive tip off. Yeah, all pretty young here. Right about now. Yeah, Cindy, don't worry about pausing it when my ads come on, because the thing is, a few of us have ads and some people are watching it on the DVD, so it'll be different anyway, rough. So I think we'll just go with it. Yeah, that's always something which stands out now for shows that started back in the 90s. You get that a lot. Holly with some major arm movements coming back into there. You would have thought she was doing a sponsored walk or something. Yeah, I would agree with that, Pokey. Stuck in the middle with you, as that song goes. Oh, deja vu. I was watching that clip just the other day on Rachel's video. See Charlize Theron in Prometheus for that as well. Oh, I know you do. Right, I'm back. I've just had my first really short break. So now I'm on to Andy. Well, I look forward to our Andy chats when we review Charmed. I do quite like Daryl, though. And I quite like the buddy cop vibe they've got going in this episode. Morris. You seem to say that about like 95% of characters, though, Rachel. So it just seems like you're never happy. Oh, there's the cat getting more kitty lip for the cameo. Extra cat food for appearing in another scene. Yeah, and some characters are written exactly how they should be. It works both ways. But we'll get to that another day. The cat is cute. Okay. Well, I look forward to that video. It's hard for me to agree or disagree, to be honest, because I've not seen this show as much as you have. And I can sort of see how they could have done more with him. But at the same time, I think as a supporting character, he works quite well. Kiefer, he's still on. No, I'm on to the next scene now. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but that's partly because they're the leads. The leads are always going to get better treatment than the supporting characters. Oh, smart bit of horror movie knowledge from Piper. That's one thing that blows about living in the UK. We don't really get extended thunder like this. Like, it just comes and goes in small doses. I would love, I mean, maybe in places like Scotland it does, I don't know, but I would love to get proper sustained thunder and lightning throughout the night. It would be great. Oh, she was? Yeah, I think Rachel mentioned that. Yeah, I quite enjoy that actress in this. I think she's got good comic timing. This is definitely a good example of a pilot that does a good job of giving you a good hook for the show, but also leaving some mystery. So not showing too much. The iconic Book of Shadows. Phoebe, 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 what are you doing? If she'd seen the Evil Dead movie, she would know never to open a mysterious book. Not an Evil Dead fan, clearly. Indeed. And I wouldn't be surprised if you... Hey, let's book that. Let's get Alyssa Milano a cameo in a future Scream movie. She can be the opening kill. Doesn't seem like it. That was a pretty good effect on the photograph, I thought, considering this is late 90s network TV. That effect wasn't too bad. Rachel and I agreeing way too much tonight. That's scary. Wow. I don't want to come across as too much on a heel since we're doing a stream which is to celebrate Shannon Doherty. Probably not the best night to play the bad guy. Enjoyed the Nancy Drew reference. Oh, look at this James Spader wannabe. What a doofus he already is. Yeah. Is she with him, Rachel? I thought he was just like her boss or someone she worked with. Well, I guess the only way is up now. Love interest wise. Roger. Ah, giving him the steely eyes. She was with him, yeah. Oh, that's an oldie but a goodie, the old ink splatter. That's something from like silent movies years ago. Okay. Classic fake French accent. Sacre bleu, mademoiselle. I do enjoy Piper's power the most, I think, maybe. Early on, anyway. Definitely has its pluses, as that scene shows. Yeah, he's a bit of a yuppie, this guy, you can tell. Yeah, this guy is the worst. Roger, I think this is his only episode. Thank God. Yeah. Jinx, Rachel. You have to buy me a Coke. I don't know if she'll get that, Cindy. Because it's an American thing. She might do. One of the lamest comebacks ever there from Roger. That's something like a 14-year-old would say. I don't know about the red tie. Not tie, like scarf Piper's got. I don't know quite what to make of that. Well, only the ones that look like bricks, Rachel. And no, I didn't. I didn't have one of those before anyone asks. I'm not quite that old. Jeremy, you can tell by that creepy looking Norman Bates jumper that he's evil, Pokey. Pretty sure they did, Cindy. Got a small ad now for Alexa. Alexa, put the episode back on. Didn't work. Oh, yeah. They're like old schoolmates, aren't they? Or something like that. No. It's because it was an ad for Alexa, so it was just my idea of a joke, Russell. Did he say a backup coffee? It's not a term I've come across. Old Andy boy can stop smiling, Cindy. He's one step away from bursting into laughter and cackling like the Joker. There you go. Thanks for making me feel not so old, Pokey. It always helps. Extra points. And what's the name of that ship, Rachel? Because I know you know. Pruty. Is that it? Pruty. Prudy. Prody. Pandy. I was trying too hard. That's what I get for trying too hard. Old school. Again, I am appreciating some of the practical effects in this, like with the drink there. It was. Yeah, that cat will be getting plenty of cat food out of this. Pretty frequent appearances. What will be interesting when we talk about the show, Rachel, is how much I agree with you on what you said before about like it moving away from the old school horror stuff. Because I can see it both ways in a way. Like, I think to have a show like this that goes over multiple seasons and is very much like a throwback Monster of the Week style show, I think you do have to expand it into other areas. But at the same time, I know that after a while, it did get a bit too silly and convoluted. And if they move too much away from that, it's a bit of a shame as well. So I can see it both ways, that. Because it's a bit like the appeal of Buffy is that they don't just stick to vampires, because that would get boring quite fast. They go into other areas. Well, that's a health and safety risk, having that neon lit prescription signs that low down. Having it hanging in the first place is health and safety risk, but having it that low, I'm going to report that pharmacy. You guys are tough crowd tonight. No one laughed at my health and safety gag. Mine's 5, probably 3 second. Oh, now the Norman Bates is coming out of him. What? Not season 1 of Buffy, Rachel. Do you mean Charmed? Surely you don't mean season 1 of Buffy. I know you like that season, but come on. Yeah, okay. I had to check because you would like Russell asked about Buffy as well. Roger getting desperate. Nice bit of retro street steam there. Anything but 6. Well, we're going to be reviewing 6 soon. Naturally, Rachel won't agree, but I still think season 1 is the weakest season, even though it's decent. Whatever, Rachel. Well, he's only in 1 episode in season 3, which is a very good episode. We were saying, weren't we, on our rewatch of 4, Rachel, and it's actually holds up pretty well. Like Pokey says, there's some of the best episodes of the show. And there is lots of good stuff with the Scoobies. It's more just the initiative stuff that drags it down. The makeup effect's not great in this scene. But he's doing the... He is doing the Norman Bates stuff pretty effectively. Yes, it's not the most subtle she's been, to be fair, Russell. Yeah. It's pretty funny, Russell. Rachel sort of retrospectively hates Spike, even though he's really good in the seasons leading up to the more problematic stuff. It's extraordinary. Whoa! I did enjoy that splatter. Clearly. Andy Pandy's back. I think it has to be out of the early seasons for this show, yeah. Understandable, yeah, Russell, but I still think it's a very strong season in general. It is a cute scene, this one, Rachel, yeah. Even though I'm not the biggest Andy fan. He doesn't do much wrong in this episode. And he's got peak era Shannon to play off, so who wouldn't look good? Ah, there you go. She does. Yeah, the door closes. Pretty cute. Boom, boom. Yeah, it was pretty high up on your list, wasn't it? When we did the top 10 TV pilots episode. I think the Lost pilot was number 1 for you, but Charmed was pretty high. I can't remember if it was second or first or second or third. No, it's a good pilot. Yeah, it's something these network shows. I mean, I know there's quite a few rough pilots from this era as well, but it is something that network shows like this did well back at this time. Even if the show went on to be bad, they still tended to have pretty solid pilots. No, that's very true. That's something I can appreciate, Pokey. Number 2, yeah. Yeah, well, that's a video to plug then, because we did do our top 10 TV pilots back a while ago now. Probably the first year we were doing this. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was a while ago, but yeah, something for new people on the channel to catch up with. Yeah, sometime this year we will at least make a start on Lost. So probably very late in the year you can expect a massive deep dive into season 1. But we'll see how it goes. Okay. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed the watch and the episode. And of course there will be more sort of special Shannon Doherty streams coming up, including our Heather's watch at the weekend, which is Saturday night, I think, because it's Sunday for Rachel. So Rachel will be joining me for that. Thanks, Rachel. See you soon. Pokey has another comment. Surely it's Gilmore Girls or Veronica Mars for Best Pilot, or possibly Boomtown, if you're feeling obscure. Yeah. Maybe showing your age. I'm not quite sure what Boomtown is. Veronica Mars is a very good pilot. I enjoy the Gilmore Girls one. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites, but it's a good pilot. Veronica Mars is a very strong pilot, though. I think I might have had that on my top 10. I can't really remember now, but it would be up there, definitely. Okay, great. Thanks, guys. So I'll see you for the Heather stream at the weekend. That should be another fun one. Take care. Okay, see you soon, guys. Like and subscribe as always if you're new. Patron details on the screen. But see you later.